is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
All right, man. BlueRay, BlueRay Fitness. He got a YouTube channel. Shout out to BlueRay. He was on Fred channel last night, and somebody sent it to me. Said Fred called him and wanted to know why he wasn't working with Errol no more. I mean, how many other ways do he gotta explain it? He already talked about it, already said it, but he dug in deeper, saying that he wasn't allowed to use weights on Errol's upper body. Now, I remember he was talking about how they made him stop working on Errol legs, and Derrick James took over doing Errol Spence legs for leg day. You know what I'm saying? So he was saying last night that Earl would be like 2 times stronger. I'm paraphrasing, but I believe he said two times stronger if he was able to lift weights, and that he was limited on how he can, get the most out of Earl to only doing calisthenics, and Earl wasn't allowed to use weights. Now, check out Wise Media channel. He had an interesting interview with Bonzi Ennis, Jerron Ennis' father. And if I remember correctly, he asked him about, weightlifting. He said, I believe, don't quote me this, he don't believe in lifting weights. So, people say, I didn't know Mexicans didn't believe in strength training. They were saying most Mexicans just run. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They just do the conditioning part. They just run, and they probably do some sit-ups, whatever. But and that's like, that's subjective in boxing. You got some people who believe in weight training. You got some people who don't believe in it. That's the crazy thing about it. You got some people who believe in it, and you got some people who don't believe in it. And I don't know, he didn't see me a clip or why he say, or he didn't reveal why Earl can't do weight training. But if I was my best guess, I guess, because he barely making the weight, and probably adding any type of muscle mass, or if you don't add the right type of the right type of muscle mass, which is lean muscle, if he bulk up, he might end up missing weight. That's really the only thing I could think of. Or Derrick James just don't believe in weightlifting on upper body. So I mean, see 24/7, and Floyd used to do like little weight training, and do like the little, I forget what they call it, the little thing with the I don't even know what they call it, where you got the roll, babe. I forget what they call it. Then you can do all that type of stuff, and you can do like the I forget what they call that thing, but you could do that. He was doing like that. Somebody gonna say it. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank, but so so I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see. But only thing I can think of is they probably didn't allow him to lift weights because he didn't really belong at 147 pounds, and had they not calculated the right weight loss, you know what I'm saying, the right muscle, strength and conditioning, or weightlifting program, he probably would have been missing weight. He probably would have been too bulky. And also, with lifting weights, it slows you down sometimes. If you put the wrong type of mass on. So, he probably say to them that he knew how to put he'll probably say he knew how to put the correct lean muscle on, but still muscle weigh more than fat and water weight and all that type of stuff. So only thing I could really think of is that, they want his weight to be on point. That's really the only thing I could think of, bro. That's the only thing I could think of about why they wouldn't want him to lift. Because they didn't want that muscle affecting him on the scale, or possibly even slowing him down. Now, there are ways to lift for explosion. Absolutely. There's absolutely a way to lift for explosion. And, and not really slow you down as much. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't know weightlifting is the fastest way, or a good strength program is the fastest way to burn fat and burn calories too. You see a lot of the women they sit on a treadmill every day. You got a couple guys that sit on a treadmill every day, and once they do drop weight, once they do drop weight, you know what I'm saying, then they just look, it's nothing. They not defined, they flat, you know what I'm saying? You know, and that's where that muscle, that's when that weightlifter come in, that it tones you up, helps burn the muscle faster and all that. But you know, like I said before, you know, you got some people who just, you know, believe in calisthenics. They don't believe in picking up weights. They believe in burpees, they believe in planks, they believe in pull-ups, they believe in dips, they believe in, you know, whatever the grip may be on the pull-up bar, the dip bar. They believe in push-ups, you know what I'm saying? That's what they believe in. You got some people who believe in resistant bands, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's all depends on, you know, what you believe in, but that strength training, it builds explosiveness as well if you do it right. If you build to put the right type of muscle on, you know what I'm saying? You really, it's really, whatever you want to make of. You want to bulk up, um, there's ways to bulk up. But like I said before, he said he didn't really get the most out of him because he wasn't allowed to really do what he wanted to do. And he would be 2 times stronger if he was able to pick up the weights. So I don't, like I said before, that's it. That's his, what he's saying. He might pick up the weights and might not be the same fighter. He might be slow. He might, he might not operate and be fluid, as fluid as he is. Who knows? But that's a big thing in boxing. It's a big one of the biggest debates in boxing. To weight train or not to weight train? That is the question. So I mean, who knows? Who knows? But that's what he's saying. And they said Fred called him and asked him why they ain't strength training, why he ain't training with him. And like I said before, that's what Fred do. He poked the bear. And that's what he do. He caused mass hysteria. No matter what, it ain't like he going over to the white community and the white box community and causing confusion. And that's different. He caused confusion in his own community. Think about that. He causing confusion in his own community. That's exactly what he's doing. He's causing confusion. He's causing schisms. He's causing drama and issues. Like, bro, this man has spoke on this shit 1,000 times. Okay, but what we didn't know, was the part about him not being able to live. I knew he said he was not allowed to work on his legs anymore. I remember he said that. So I mean, like I said before, man, it just continues to sound, like BlueRay still can't fathom why he ain't working with him no more. And Declan Welsh, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if Declan Welsh is. I think he just is nutritionist. I don't know if he lay out the strength and conditioning program. I would assume, and some should get people in trouble. I would assume Derek James, because he took over the legs. I would assume Derek James is coaching and doing the strength and conditioning program. I would assume that Derek James is the one that's doing the strength and conditioning, and maybe Declan Welsh is kind of giving them like a couple things to do, because he said he can do all that virtually. So he probably giving them the proper nutritional value. You know what I'm saying? He probably giving them the proper nutritional value and what to eat, what not to eat when you get hungry. I mean, Kell Brook was talking about like, how if he stayed on the nutritional course, that he can have pizza. I think he said he can have a whole pizza at one of his camps if I think it was for the Crawford camp. If he can, if he stayed the course and everything was done right, he can have a piece. You got to understand when you're dealing with a lot of nutritionists, dude, a lot of them take your blood. And they really find out how many carbs you need, how much protein you need. In the water is the water. How much water you should be drinking. But that might be a science too, as a boxer, because I know for a fact, with power, with bodybuilders that compete, it's something in the last 2 weeks they do. I don't know. How would they take them water pills? Yeah, I had to remember that they take them water pills because you drink so much water, so you need to find out when you compete. So they take them water pills, I believe, the last 2 weeks, right in the last 2 weeks before competition, they take the water pills so they can cut up. So I mean, it's a lot of different things. So it is what it is. But if I had to guess, man, I remember he was training with he said he had a strength and conditioning coach, but he was doing strength and conditioning with Ezekiel Ellis, strength and conditioning coach, and all that type of stuff. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But like he said, it sounded like he still can't understand why he ain't there. And he was running his mouth too much, to be honest. It's it is what it is. Move on. I mean, I don't know why he don't get more boxing clients. Because he's just stationed in Dallas. I don't understand it. Like, bro, he can help a lot of these fighters out. He can. He can help a lot of these fighters out. He can help a tremendous amount of fighters out. So, I mean, like he said before, when he had Earl, he did look a lot better. But Declan Welsh had him looking good too. Declan Welsh, he looked as good as he looked in a long time, but also the level of opposition dropped off too. And I got to say that. Well, he looked good for 19 months off, man. Like, he can get tired. I know he probably wish he had a strength and conditioning coach from the beginning. Guarantee you he wish he had a strength and conditioning coach from the beginning. But I mean, it is what it is. But he still feel a certain type of way. Get work with other boxers and improve your point. That's what I would do. I work with other boxers to prove my point, but apparently Declan Welsh doing something right, and he looked damn good condition wise. But also, he also went on and said that hold on, let me get all this correct. He said the whole 5 years your boy Spence was with BlueRay, they spent all the time dropping weights because your boy Spence wants to start training camp 20 to 30 pounds over the 147-pound limit. So that's pretty much what he said, but he paraphrased. He said BlueRay said that Spence coming to him 20, 30 pounds overweight, above his fight weight. Basically, they're not training to work on the skills, they train to dropping weight. And that's a common thing in boxing. That's a very common thing in boxing, bro. That's a very common thing in boxing today. Because they blowing up in weight because they not fighting. That's why. They blowing up in weight because they not fighting. That's why. They blowing up in weight because they not fighting. So if you fight once or twice a year, like, bro, you think people gonna be diligent and dedicated in the gym when they don't have a fight day coming up and they got millions of dollars in their pocket, bro? You crazy. Only the truly special ones is able to do what Floyd did and being active, but stay in shape. Have some type of self-discipline. So that's something that people don't understand. How they've been fighting on the regular basis, it would be impossible damn near to blow up 20, 30 pounds. It's still possible. Let me say that because Roberto Duran did it. So, but it'd be a lot harder because you would be constantly fighting. You say, well, I fight in January, now I'm back in May. I fight in May, I'm back in September. I'm back in September, I might be back in December. I'm constantly active. So, I mean, of course, you give them all that money. You give them all that money, bro. What you expect? And he said that, he was blowing up in between camp and all that. He's blowing up. But, a lot of these fighters do it. A lot of these fighters do it, bro. A lot of these dudes blow up in weight. You know what I'm saying? Because one, they ain't fight nowhere near their natural weight. But you know, a lot of these dudes, blow up in weight because they not active. Yeah, I don't know my next fight day coming, bro. I'm gonna go, mess with some hoes, eat, you know what I'm saying? Might go to the gym for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that is what it is. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop a video. On the financially support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree link. You find me everywhere from Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Twitch, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal is the first link in the description. Find me everywhere. Appreciate the love and support. Check out the World Tour Boxing playlist. Peace.